Ruby Red by Michelle Acosta and Maria Castillo. Table of contents. The birth. Home, the highway. Pedro, the platelet. Wally, the white blood cell. And Ruby Red, the red blood cell. As well as the catch. Chapter 1. The birth. Hello, I am known as an erythrocyte, but my friends call me Ruby Red. Today I will be giving you a private tour of my special routine in your body. Hold on tight and buckle up for this adventure. You may be thinking, I'm the only one with a special routine in your body, but there are many more helping out. Our journey starts when we're born and made in something called the bone marrow. We like to consider the bone marrow as our parents for giving us life. Luckily, the bone marrow isn't just our parents for red blood cells, but also makes our brothers and sisters, white blood cells, and platelets. Just like I have a special role in the body, so do my siblings. To start off, my special role is to carry oxygen from the lungs to the body, while eliminating any bad guys like waste throughout the body along the way. To be able to accomplish this, I need to help from hemo, aka hemoglobin. Hemo is a protein inside me that gives me energy to carry out the oxygen to the body, just like how apples and fruits help you get through your day. Now we will look at Wally. Wally is a white blood cell that also has a special role in your tiny little body. Wally and his white blood cell sidekicks do the fighting. Before you judge them, just know that they're the good guys that fight infections to protect and keep you healthy. We'll get to the bad guys later in my journey. Last but not least, we have my friend Pedro. He belongs to the platelet family. The platelet family also knows me as Wally in our adventure. Their role is to gather other platelets when a cut appears to the body to stop you from bleeding and help you heal. Chapter 2. Home. Now I will show you the place we call home. It's not exactly the home you live in, but it sure does contain the same love as yours. Just how we travel and work together, we also share the same home. Although some of us move into the spleen or lymphatic system, we all live in the blood. Pedro, Wally, and I have learned to travel and protect you. Now we will finally start the adventure we take around your body every day without you noticing. Chapter 3. The highway. Ruby has started her journey through the body along with Wally and Pedro. Hurry, Ruby, we're gonna miss the bus again, yelled Wally and Pedro. We won't miss it, they always wait for us. You know that they won't ever leave their Ruby Red behind. That's what you said last time, said Wally. Finally, they got to the vein station. The vein station has a route that they take that covers the whole body. It gets them to places they need to be at because of the flexibility they have. They traveled through the tube-like structures in the bus because it's faster than walking. Pedro, Wally, and Ruby have never had a problem with this route before. Wally asked the driver, "Are we almost to the heart?" "We're about a heart launch away," said the driver. Moments later, the driver stopped the bus and proceeded to tell the passengers that something had come up. "There has been a delay on the road and we'll be stuck for a couple hours. Sorry for the inconvenience, folks." Soon, Ruby and her brothers realized that they were going to be late to their duties and decided that it would be faster if they walked to the heart. "Well, thank you for the drive, but I think we're going to keep going from here. We can't wait any longer," explained Ruby. Pedro was curious and told them, "I wonder what the whole fuss was about, don't you guys?" Ruby, annoyed, responded, "I'm sure it was nothing, just some precaution they needed to take care of. You know them." "Let's just get going and try to get to the heart as soon as possible," says Wally. They all agreed. Chapter 4. Pedro the Platelet. Soon after starting to walk up, they heard a lot of chaos going around. Curious, they started to investigate, and you won't believe what they found. A cut. "Ruby, there's a cut." "Oh, okay. Pedro, this is your job to take. I need you to gather all the other platelets and start." Pedro, being scared, cut off Ruby and yelled, I can't do this. I haven't done it before. Pedro, you were born to do this. You'll do great. Just breathe and do what you know. They're relying on you, Ruby calmly said. Pedro just needed a boost of confidence, and off he went. He sent out the signal that called the rest of the platelets. Once they arrived, he shouted, You know what to do. Let's do it. Then all the platelets created a plug or clot, and slowly the bleeding started to vanish, to the point where no more blood was escaping. Hooray, Ruby and Wally screamed while jumping. I told you'd have it under control, Ruby cried. Hooray, thanks. Thank you for believing in me, Ruby, thanked Pedro. Man, bro, that was insane, Wally approached while reaching in for the hug. Now let's hurry, we have a job to get done and we're almost there, Ruby rushed them. Hey guys, I think it's best for me to stay back and make sure that this is fully taken care of, exclaimed Pedro. Both Ruby and Wally agree and tell Pedro they'll see him back at home. Chapter 5, Wally the White Blood Cell. Ruby and Wally had a great walk to the heart. Once at the heart, they need to enter through the superior vena cava. Come on, Wally, we're late enough. We don't have time to play around today, Ruby said while eyeing them. Once they're in, they continue until they reach the right atrium. And here, the valves open up and pump so Ruby and Wally can get to the right ventricle. I've always disliked the bumps we go through here, complained Wally. Sarcastically, Ruby responded, Aw, the prince isn't enjoying his ride today? Once Ruby and Wally have entered, another amazing valve pushes them out, and then they grab the pulmonary artery that launches them to the lungs. Along the way, Ruby and Wally have asked them to complete. Yo, Wally, one of the bronchial tubes doesn't look too good over there. You should check it out, Ruby concerned commented. And how Ruby had predicted, the poor bronchial tubes had a thick layer of mucus that makes it harder for the people to breathe because it carries air to and from your lungs. Ruby, the bronchial tube isn't looking good. I think I'm going to stay back and work on this. Yeah, it's the best thing, Wally. I wish you the best. I'll see you back at home with Pedro. Ruby said her goodbye. Back up to the heart, please, responded Ruby. I see that you're alone today. Where'd you leave your little friends? Curious, the driver questioned Ruby. On our way over here, they all encountered an accident and had to stay behind while I continued my route. Sudden Ruby explained. Well, we're here at the heart, and tell them I say hi for me. Have a great day. Chapter 6, Ruby Red, the Red Blood Cell. Now at the heart, Ruby enters the heart through the pulmonary vein, which directs her into the left atrium. Here, the valves push her to the left ventricle. After she lands in the aorta, and finally the last valves give her her last push and continue on in the body, delivering the oxygen brought from the lungs. Now the rest of my job is pretty fast because of the arteries, Ruby exclaims. To travel the rest of the body, the arteries are the best because they're the thickest and offer the best protection. They are also the fastest source of transportation, and in order to go around the whole body, fastness is key. Ruby's main task is to eliminate carbon dioxide and deliver oxygen, but along the way, she picks up other things like nutrients. Nutrients are essential to many of the body parts. Another place I go is the small intestine. Here I pick up the nutrients that the body needs. I distribute the nutrients to the liver, and most importantly, the brain, explained Ruby. But another task Ruby fits in is picking up waste along the way to then drop it off at the kidneys, and then be removed from our bodies. Now to give you a little more insight on how everything comes to an end, I will guide you in the illness we may get so new, stronger cells can work for your body. Chapter 7, The Catch. Just like everything comes to an end, so do we. And this happens either by time or through an illness, just like anyone else. We may be little cells inside your body, but we also live and die, Ruby expresses the idea. The two illnesses I will talk about are going to be my family, the red blood cells, and Wally's, the white blood cells. When my family gets sick, they develop something called anemia. This is when your body isn't making enough rubies, which makes you become tired and weaker. This condition can vary from mild to severe, commented Ruby. This is normal, and this is when you have anemia. This condition prevents Ruby from doing her job and doesn't let her get around the whole body and deliver the oxygen that is needed for your body to function. It's really important you stay healthy so we can stay healthy and keep you going. Now for Wally and his family. The condition they develop is leukemia. This is a cancer of the blood. Usually this happens due to cell production. The condition makes it more difficult to fight off diseases, Ruby stated. This is normal and this is with leukemia. Sadly, when these conditions appear, if they're not treated on time, they become harder to control, which can lead to more deadly diseases. Luckily, you have all of us to try our best and help you feel better. So that there is just a quick summary of what I and many more friends of mine do to keep your body as healthy as we can. Teamwork is the best ways to tackle any obstacle down. Don't ever forget that, kids. Now this is a quizzy poo. What is the role of Ruby Red, Wally, and Pedro? Why are each of them important to your body? What is the first problem they encounter? How does Ruby travel around the body? Explain one of the duties either one performed along the way, Ruby, Wally, or Pedro. Name the illness Ruby and Wally may get. How did Ruby get to the lungs from the heart? What else does Ruby deliver besides oxygen? What's the best way to keep your body healthy? And there's 3 things you learned. This is extra knowledge. The circulatory shock is a life-threatening medical condition that affects the respiratory system. Cardiogenic, a condition where your heart can't pump enough blood to meet your body's needs. Hypovolemic, life-threatening condition that results in losing more than 20% of your body fluid. Neurogenic, low blood pressure, slower heart occurs after damage in the nervous system. Anaphylactic, severe, almost life-threatening allergic reaction. Septic, life-threatening low blood pressure occurs when the body has an overwhelming reaction to an infection. Pulse points. This pulse can be anywhere, where an artery compressed near the surface of the body. And that is the end. Hope that you enjoyed our book and you learned something out of it.